Kuzak just stormed into my office. Apparently, his niece's car has been stolen. Find it. This goes to the top of your priority list. You can start by asking about it at some of the local garages. For the record, it's a blue SUX 6000, registered to Melissa Kuzak.
Hey, I might be a little late filing my tax return, but sending a one-man army seems like an overreaction.
I am here to investigate the theft of a blue SUX 6000 that belongs to Melissa Kuzak.
Fancy car and fancy name, but I hardly ever get the pleasure of dealing with either.
Do you have any information about the whereabouts of this vehicle?
To be honest, I did some work on one of those cars recently, but I can assure you that it was not the one you're looking for.
Do I have your permission to search the shop?
I know what the world's like, but can a man go about his business without being harassed all the damn time?
Concealment of information detected.
You think you can scare me with that technical mumbo-jumbo?
Come clean now, or there will be serious repercussions.
Okay, you win. So there's this boy, Scott. He works for me on and off. He might have something to do with your case. Let me open his locker for you. That's his locker. Go on, have a look. And what do you reckon? Is he your man?
For the time being. Where is the suspect?
You see, he hasn't turned up for work for some time. This morning, when two thugs swang by looking for him, I knew he must be in trouble. I've overheard him many times talking about a place where he does car jobs on the side.
Give me the precise location.
I can't tell you exactly where it is. All I know is that it's one of the garages near the local storage compartments.
Why did you cover for him?
I can't watch a decent kid like him get swallowed by this city. Don't look at me like that. Instead of giving him up, I was encouraging him to come clean. But a man can only try.
That is all for now.
Hey! Make sure no harm comes his way. He might have done some foolish things in the past, but he's a good kid, and he deserves another chance.
A court of law will be the judge of that.
Oh God, I messed up good.
You must be Scott. What did you do with the blue SUX 6000 that you stole?
Hey, well, why would I have anything to do with that?
I have found evidence in Ben's shop.
You can't possibly help me. I don't want to cause any more trouble, especially for Ben.
Admitting to a crime is the best course of action for any young offender.
I can't go to juvie. Who's gonna fix this mess?
My duty is to serve the public trust.
Okay. I admit. It was me who jacked the SUX. But he didn't leave me any choice.
Who is he?
I can't tell you. If he knew I gave him away, he'd take revenge on Ben. Oh God! It must be those thugs! We're dead! No one is gonna save us.
If they are criminals, then they are the ones who need saving.
Hello? Anybody home? Where are you, Scotty boy? Oh, shit! It's the metal. Kill them! Fuck! I'm hit! It's the metal. Hit!
They didn't think that through. Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing vital information in order to resolve this case.
I'll tell you what you want. Just please, help me fix this screw-up.
Where is the car now?
Oh man, I'm sure it's still in their chop shop. It's a warehouse on the northeast side. The entrance is concealed, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'm no fighter, but if there is any other way, I would like to help. Maybe you need some more intel.
Who did you mean by him?
It's Rex, from the local gang. I only did petty jobs for him mostly, but this time he made me steal that car. He said he wanted the SUX 6000 we were repairing at Ben's. When I said it was too hot, he slashed me with his knife.
Any criminal matters should be reported to the police.
I know, I just thought I could figure this out by myself. Ben was right from the start. I shouldn't have gone down this road.
That is all for now. Proceeding to the vehicle's estimated location.
You are calling for backup, aren't you?
Negative. Threat calculation minimal. Citizen, I'm ordering you to discontinue this deliberate act of vandalism.
Screw you, man! I can't believe you've actually done it! Do you think I could take that car back to the owner and say I'm sorry? Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
Oh, please, I could really use a helping hand right now. Otherwise, I'm back in juvie.
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much! I promise I won't mess this up.
They're listening.
You need to be taught some manners. Are you the police informant? Do you know where I can find Soot?
Oh man, all great questions, but could you untie me first? They really outdid themselves with these knots.
Talk.
Hey, I don't know how you usually operate, but that type of information don't come free.
It is a privilege and a merit for civilians to assist the police in capturing wanted fugitives.
Well said. What can I say? I'm a sucker when it comes to helping the cops. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punks' attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed to take place tonight during Soot's concert.
Concert?
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really about. Why don't we, get out of here, huh?
Lewis. Soot is meeting the new guy tonight at the old slaughterhouse.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear. By the way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
They call me Pickles. And you guessed it. There's a funny story behind that name. This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be groceries, so they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
So you are an opportunist.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, a good business is where you find it. It's nice to be free again. Thanks, Tin Man. Hey, did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Officer Briggs is missing.
Missing? Shit. May our city have mercy on him.
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going to check a case of missing bodies. Sounded like a bogus lead, so I didn't press him. Funny enough. He always tells me to be careful when getting info. But the truth is, I'm not the one running around gangster's paradise dressed in blue.
How do you know Officer Briggs?
We go back a long way. He gave me a helping hand when I hit rock bottom. And I've been in his debt ever since. He even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though his missus don't seem very fond of me.
You seem proficient in undertaking police tasks. Ever thought of making a living out of it?
Oh no. One thing you should know about me. I love cops, you know, law enforcement, laws, all of that. I think those are great ideas. But so is Nuke, and when I need it, I tend to forget about the other stuff. So, you know what they say. You can only serve one master.
Need to go. Duty awaits.
About that, I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him. He must have misplaced it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
It's his wristwatch. Now, I feel bad holding on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to return it?
Gee, that sounds bad when you say it like that, but still, you shouldn't let me hold on to expensive things. That's how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
I will make sure they receive it from the repentant thief.
Oh boy, you're a tough negotiator. But surely you don't mean now. I gotta chillax after all this.
We will proceed with haste.
Oh, for God's sakes, man. As you command, Officer Steely. Hey, Tin Man, over here. This is where Briggs lives. Let's get this over with. His watch is burning a hole in my pocket. Apartment 21. Oh man, my hands are sweaty.
Are you going into a drug-related withdrawal? Do you require medical assistance?
What? This is it. Deep breath. Let's do this. You first.
RoboCop. Are you here about Mike?
Yes, I am sorry to hear about your husband.
Oh, no. This junkie is not coming inside. What else are you gonna steal?
Funny you should say that.
I can't stand him. I'm sure he has something to do with Mike being missing. Are you any closer to finding my husband?
We are still looking. Is there anything more that you can tell me about his disappearance?
I've already reported what I know, but if you have any more questions, shoot.
I heard that he was looking into reports of bodies going missing.
An old lady approached him at the precinct and told him a sob story about how she couldn't afford to bury her husband. Can you believe that? Anyway, when she finally collected enough money and went back to the morgue, only to find that they had lost her husband's body, Mike went to check it out and never came back.
Where was the last location that he was seen?
I remember him telling me that he was leaving his jurisdiction, that's where the leads were taking him. I tried to convince him not to go. It seemed dangerous, but he felt sorry for that old lady. He went against his own rules and me. He left angry because we'd been arguing.
Do you remember the exact location?
He never told me, but maybe it's in his files.
Why do you think that Pickles is involved in your husband's disappearance?
My husband's a good man. Sometimes too good for his own sake. He believes in second chances, even if someone doesn't deserve them.
Like Pickles.
That unappreciative asshole constantly gets himself into trouble. I mean, who's always there to get him out? You guessed it. Salt of the earth, Mike. Pickles has a bad influence on my husband.
I think I have everything I need for now.
Knowing you're on the case makes me a little less anxious, RoboCop. Now I just need to break it down for our son.
He does not know?
I didn't know how to tell him. He's a smart kid, and I think he suspects something. Could you maybe tell him to come home? It's getting late, and the streets aren't safe these days. He normally dawdles, but having you tell him should light a fire in his britches.
I will make sure that he returns home, madam.
Thank you. He's playing on the basketball court nearby with his friends.
That went pretty much as expected.
We are not done.
We're not?
You still have that watch, do you not? There is someone who needs to learn what time it is.
Is that a movie quote or something? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
We must get to the basketball court.
That's just around the corner. Are we playing? What's that got to do with time? Is it like time to kick my ass?
We are going to remind Gail's son that it is past curfew.
Oh, Daniel. Sure.
Good evening, citizens. I
Need what? Some spare parts? Hey, there's a mechanic up the road.
We all have to obey the rules of the games we play. Unsportsmanlike conduct makes all players look bad.
That's right, fool. That was a technical foul.
I didn't know he's so delicate. What do you need?
We're looking for a kid. His name's Daniel. He was playing here earlier.
Why? Is it past his bedtime?
It is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of kids drawing with chalk they found lying around that crime scene over there.
Thank you for the information.
Congrats, guys. You just became police informants. It has its perks. You'll love it. I see a couple of drawings over there.
This was drawn not long ago.
Ah, there's more over there. Oh man, are we really jaywalking? That's a $100 fine. I guess we're conducting an investigation. Daniel! Come on, kid! Where are you? Should be somewhere around.
Shoe print, size 7.
That's gotta be his.
They threw out the chalk here.
Must have found something more interesting. What the fuck?
That was close.
We'd better hurry.
Do it. Come on. End him.
What are you waiting for? Fuck him up! He's laughing at you!
Hey, what the hell's going on over there? Yo! Daniel!
Oh no. It's the cops.
I don't want to go to jail for this shit!
Is that a gun? Oh, you're in so much trouble, kid.
No, it's not.
Whoa! What the hell? You're lucky that Tin Man here doesn't have a real heart. He'd have a hole in it right about now.
Sorry, sir.
You will be once your dad hears about this.
My dad's missing, so he can't tell me nothing. My mom said that he's out on an assignment, but I know the truth. He's not coming back.
Why'd you say that?
He's always been a stickler for following the rules. I guess that's why he's missing. Cops can't shoot without giving a warning, and someone got the drop on him. But that's not gonna happen to me. I'm going to be the one that shoots first. That's why my friends say,
Your friends are knuckleheads. If you listen to them, you're a knucklehead too. Come on. Sit down. We need to talk. Those friends of yours, they take the easy way out. You don't want to go down that road. It leads to a dark, lonely place. Do you know why your dad is such a stickler for the rules?
'cause he's a chump.
Because it's the right thing to do. It's not always easy to do the right thing. It takes strength.
And you think my dad has that kind of strength?
Are you kidding me? Your father has enough strength for the both of us. He even helped an ungrateful addict that he found in one of these buildings that smelled of rotting garbage, half dead and covered in vomit. And instead of writing him off, your father opened his home to him because that's the right thing to do. That's strength. Don't you think there's someone else who could use that kind of support now?
Mom.
See, you already know what to do. You can start by giving her this. She's looking for it.
Is he going to arrest me?
No, it's your first offense. So he'll let you off with a warning. Right?
Right.
It's late. Let's get you home.
Well, you told my mom about the gun?
No, she doesn't like me already. Thanks for the help, Tin Man. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, partner. What's the status on the old slaughterhouse?
I had to take care of something. We can go there soon.
Sure thing. Pick me up at the station when you're done.
What? Someone knocked out his teeth, including the gold one. He's asking if anyone found it.
For some to learn how not to lose the track of time is to learn how not to lose their money. Public drinking is against the law.
Public? But this is my private sofa. I've dragged it all the way from the junkyard.
I will let you go this time, but remember that drinking in an unsuitable environment can lead to severe consequences.
Well, that's the whole point.
Oh, really, man? You're my best friend. I love you. You really mean that? Oh, man, you're the bestest.
No short-term investments. Not in this market. We're looking at an annual return of 9.2% if you diversify your portfolio based on...
Could you please keep the noise down? You're scaring off my customers.
Can't hear you. Music's too loud.
Good evening. Are those two men bothering you?
First, they harass my customers. Then they threaten to burn down my shop. You need to do something about it, officer.
What do you want, cop? Can't we have a little bit of fun? We did nothing wrong.
The music is too loud. My sound sensor measures 126 decibels. You are damaging your ears as we speak.
Oh, man, don't talk to me like that. I don't understand numbers.
Car defense mechanism initiated. Electrocution commences in 8, 7,
He's bluffing, Freddy.
6.
It was such a chicken shit. I don't want to find out.
5, 4.
Thanks, officer.
Hey, I'll learn less if you hang around here.
Congratulated you yet. He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurt's finally had a reason to watch something other than the fast food channel.
I was merely doing my duty. That kind of hostile situation is not the only thing I can resolve. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s. identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime and prostitution, but believe it or not, that's her real name.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
The best way to cut the costs of policing is to cut the criminals down.
Tell me about it. I didn't join the force to pick up dead bodies off the street.
Yeah, but what can we do?
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. And we got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo. The body's covered in it.
Why does it always come back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
Is that homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient. He thinks that aliens dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
I will look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here. The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged. Nasty wound. Looks like she was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer. That's this green-blue shit under her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around. Her heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged.
Yeah, probably belonged to our victim. Let's try to find other clues.
Poor Casey.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robo.
I can help you find the guy who dumped the body here. I saw him, but you must accept the truth.
Tell me what you know.
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens?
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list. It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All 37,617 of them. The murderer included.
Most likely a van with a custom extended wheelbase. Does your list contain any information on such a vehicle?
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense. Casey must have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
Why do you think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with and years later develop serious diseases from.
Why do you think that aliens run the set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey. Don't you know what happens to those who watch TV?
What is the purpose of your list?
It's my tool to spread the truth. I update it every month and add it to my newsletter. You should read it. It's free. You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Like what?
Take the moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
I will verify your statement. Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time. Now, the set. What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me!
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy so we can get this over with!
Let him in. We don't want to hinder the work of law enforcement.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I would know if they're the type you're looking for.
In that case, I would like to look around.
Actually, you could be of some use to me, too. I have a problem here, and its name is Jerry. Jerry Jenkins. I need a reason to cancel his contract, and I think you could find one for me.
That does not sound like a task of a police officer.
But it could be, though. I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is. I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
Your proposal may be considered punitive. I will hold anyone who breaks the law responsible.
I believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles allowed to park on set there, but look for something on Jenkins, too.